everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dani. I vlog at Pocketod2. I'm on Instagram at Pocketod2. And welcome if you're new to my channel. If not, welcome back to those of you who've been watching me for a while. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a chatty one of reflection, looking back on 2019 and thinking about what I've made and the skills that I've developed, and then maybe also having a little think about what I might want to make in 2020. I might also do a separate video about kind of sewing plans for 2020 as well. So this is going to be a little bit of a reflective video. Today is the 1st of January, so we're at the very start of the new year, and I thought it might be a good time to sit and film this video. I was very lucky to get a new camera for Christmas. My partner very kindly bought me a camera specifically for my own vlogging. For those of you who don't know, I've probably mentioned it before, I use my partner's camera for vlogging, and sometimes he's using it when I think, oh, I could sit and film a video now. And I did a little bit of research, and I actually asked for the opinions of other sewing vloggers a while ago, and I started to look at cameras and I thought, oh no, I'll leave it for now. It's a lot of money to pay out for my own camera, and my partner very kindly bought me one for Christmas, which I didn't know about, so it was a lovely surprise. So hopefully the image quality is nice and clear. On this, I have my lights back, but one of them has just died in my first take, so I do have one of the lights still working. At least I've not cut the top of my head off for this video like I did at Vlogmas. That's what happens when you try and film things quickly. What's really great about the camera that I've got now is that it's got a flip screen, so I can actually look at myself. So if I keep kind of looking above the lens, that's probably why, because I'm just checking that I'm still in frame and that you can see things. So anyway, so in 2019, so what have I done? First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to the new subscribers as well. I know during Vlogmas, so this is Vlogmas, which was set up by Laura at Specky Seamstress. I picked up a number of followers, so welcome everyone who's new. I'm really grateful for Laura for setting that up as well. I really enjoyed filming that kind of video where you just got to see a little bit of my day in the life. It wasn't anything too exciting. I was wrapping presents, doing a bit of sewing, walking the dog, but it's just nice to do those things that are a little less formal, I guess. I really enjoyed watching other people, so I've started following some of the vloggers who contributed to that, who I didn't follow before, so I discovered new people, which is great, which has added to my subscriptions list. So I've always got sewing content to watch when I sit down to sew and have YouTube on in the background. So yeah, so I've picked up new people and that new subscribers, and that's really great. I'm really pleased and still surprised that people want to watch me ramble on about sewing, because I'm really not, I don't have this kind of structured, polished vlogging style at all. So I had a quick look at the stats when I keep looking down, I've got my notes here. I had a quick look at the stats for my channel just before I started to film this, and my channel has grown from around 60 followers at the start of 2019 to now over 500. I think I've got about 520 followers, so I think that's really great. I had a little bit of a quiet period during the summer, or just before the summer. Things got a little busy in work and in life for me, but people have stuck with me, so again, thank you for that. So I've got a few headings of things that I've kind of maybe achieved, or things that have happened during 2019. I have not been as prolific a sewer as I think I was in 2018, when I was kind of really learning to sew, homing my skills again, and I was just sewing a lot, mainly for kind of the practice of sewing, whereas I think 2019 I've definitely been a more kind of conscious sewer. So I've been like, okay, what does my wardrobe need? I started at the beginning of the year saying I was going to make more basics, I think, and I've definitely continued with that. So I've made 2 pairs of jeans. So I made the Morgan jeans for the first time, the closet case ones, which I've mentioned before, which took a lot of fitting. I made another pair of ginger jeans, which I've worn so much. And actually, quite sadly, a few weeks ago, I was putting on my very first pair of ginger jeans, I should say, I made a 12 pair out of a really cheap, lightweight denim that didn't last very long. But my first proper pair of ginger jeans, I was putting them on the other day and the zip finally gave on them. And the stitching's been going a little bit and they've been on their way out for a while, but the zip bust, and I thought, that probably means that it's time to make another pair. So I'm on the lookout for stretch denim at the moment. I also bought the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans in the Black Friday sales. I think that was the only Black Friday purchase I did. I didn't get carried away with the sales, but I've been eyeing them up for a while, so I'm also going to have a go at those as well. I want to make the kind of the tapered leg ones, so I'm looking forward to trying those. So I'm actually looking, I'm going to get some stretch denim and I'm going to get some non-stretch denim as well at some point. So I need to make 2 more pairs of jeans. I'm also contemplating getting one of those big pressers, the rivet pressers, to do the jeans buttons and the rivets on, because although I've got one of the Vario pliers tools and the other, you know, little bits and pieces that you get with your buttons and rivets, I really think that for jeans making, and if I'm going to make more bags this year or make a kind of a proper bag this year, that would be a real handy tool to have. And I don't think that it would be a waste to purchase one of those, because I do make jeans a lot, and jeans are the one thing that I can't go back to buying ready to wear. You know, I might see a nice shirt and think, oh, I might treat myself to that, although unless it's made from nice fabric, maybe not. But jeans, I can't go back, because fitting my own jeans is just an absolute game changer for me. So yeah, jeans I made a lot of. I made quite a few t-shirts as well. The Lark tee is a consistent, this is the Tilly and Buttons Frankie tee in this dinosaur fabric that I got a few years ago from Sew Me Sunshine, and the sleeves is a Girl Charlie fabric, and I just love the Tilly and the Buttons Frankie tee. I've made a few of these as well, because you can have the different sleeve options, and I extended it into the dresses that I made in summer as well. Because it curves out at the bottom, I could take that and taper it back in again. So yeah, basics is definitely something that I continued to make this year and thought more about. And I started the year, Rachel from Stitched Up tagged me on Instagram on the what was your first make of the year, and when I went back and had a look, it was batch sewing underwear, Sophie Hines Arcos underwear. So again, basics were very much on my mind at the start of 2019, but that doesn't mean that I didn't make anything challenging, because one of the early things that I made in 2019, I keep wanting to say 18, I have no idea, Christmas, you forget what day it is. Yes, the ambitious make that I made was my faux fur leopard print bomber, which I think if pressed, if you had to ask me what my favourite make to wear, maybe not to make, of the year is, my faux fur leopard print bomber is definitely that. And it was a pattern by Trend Patterns. It was a Trend Patterns bomber, and it was really hard make, actually, really difficult make for me, but I love it and I wear it a lot. I really love that jacket, so I'll probably put a photo somewhere up here to remind you of that. New skills seem to be jacket sewing. I also made the Nina Lee Richmond blazer. I pattern tested for Nina Lee at the beginning of the year, and I made again this blazer out of IKEA fabric. Oh, and I learned so many skills doing this. I mean, Nina Lee's instructions were absolutely fantastic, and I feel like I really upped my game with this make, and I learned to do the pockets. I can't remember what they're called. It will come to me after I've stopped filming, but I learned to do a different type of pocket. I feel like I really upped my skills at the start of the year with that, and I took those pockets onto the bomber jacket because I couldn't figure out how to do their method, the Trend Patterns method, so I took the Nina Lee ones and replaced them on that pattern, so I really enjoyed that. I pattern tested for Nina Lee. I also pattern tested for Ready to Sew, the Jocko sweatshirt as well at the start of the year, and I pattern tested the Sugar Dale Len overalls as well, and I wore them yesterday. I really love those. They don't get I forget that they're in my wardrobe, and then when I find them I'm like, oh yes, I love the fit of them, they're so nice. I think there's another pair of those on the cards for this year. I've been blogging, I continue to blog for Crafty So and So this year. I made the Weekender bag. I think it was the start of this year. I did the South Bank sweatshirt, maybe that was the year before. I hacked leggings, the My Handmade Wardrobe leggings, so I've done quite a few makes for them as well. I am very pleased to announce that I am on the Lubadoo blogger team this year as well, so I've got my first make coming up. I think it's going live at the end of January, so I've got my fabric washed and ready to cut out for that as well. I have one thing in mind, but I'm wondering whether to change the pattern or not, so we shall see. I was more ambitious with my fabric choices this year as well. I broadened out into viscose. I was a little bit terrified of it, and actually I made my the Stella shirt dress by Named Clothing with viscose, and it was gorgeous ex-designer viscose from Fabric Godmother, and I loved that. I really loved working with it as well. It was kind of textured, so it wasn't so slippery, and it was really lovely to work with. I've just finished a Mind the Maker Wilder gown top as well, which I've not shared yet. I need to photograph. And I also made the Wilder gown full length in a viscose or rayon as well. I'll see you at 6 rayon. So I feel like I'm starting to up my skills and be braver and not just make things out of cotton or jersey, cotton woven. So that's been really good as well for this year. I made a bag, as I said, the Weekender bag, so I had another go at that. I'd really like to have a go at making a proper bag with hardware that's structured this year. That's been on my wish list for a while. Another thing that I would like to make this year is another coat. So last year I made the year before last I made the coat by the Avid Seamstress. And now it's just starting out. I made it from a boiled wool. It was my first attempt at a coat, and I like it and I do wear it, but I want to make something that's fully lined and feels more structured. So I'm thinking about the Sapporo. I know that that's currently being edited. The pattern's being edited. I think it might be available again now. Or the Tessuti Patterns Oslo coat. The only thing that puts me off the Sapporo is that there isn't a fastening on it, so I would have to think about how to work that into it, because I'd want to make a coat that I could wear in the colder months, and here in the UK, without a button is not that practical, so I would need to think about that. The Oslo has a button fastening, so yeah, I mean, blogging for Crafty So and So has been great, and also being welcomed onto Lubadoo's blogger team. Keep wanting to say vlogger. It's been good. I've I feel like I've really upped my skills. I've really made some considered makes. I've not just made things that are totally elaborate. I made a couple of Rita dresses in summer which I really like. I've made the Wilder gown, which I'm hoping will get a little bit more wear in spring when it gets a bit warmer, because I made it out of viscose. I'm on my sewing table for this year, for the next few months. I really want to make some more Cali shirts now. I've got a whole host of gorgeous cotton prints that I got from Cloth and Candy over the last few months that I really want to get sewn up. I'm sorry, my camera just heated and closed down a minute there. So I was saying that I think I'm thinking about sizing down for the Cali shirt, because although the ones that I've got fit me okay, they feel slightly oversized, and I think I could possibly go down a size and get a little bit of a better fit. So I'm going to have a look at that as well. I think that I have a pattern printed out already, like a spare copy of it, so I can just use that and cut the smaller size and make a version and then see. I might also contemplate batch sewing a few of them. I haven't been able to wear my Calis as much in winter because most of them are short sleeved. I've only got one long sleeved, so I'm thinking that maybe I should make another long sleeve, because I do live in those for most of the year and I wear them a lot for work. As well, I do quite like a collar, and I wear a lot of Tidy Divine necklaces, although I've not got one on today, and I like to wear those for collar. So I think that's pretty much everything. So plans for 2020, I'll probably film another video, but just I'm thinking about making a coat, definitely making another pair of ginger jeans. I'm going to have a go at the Dawn jeans. I think I will continue my hunt for great shirt patterns and fabrics for shirts as well, because they always get worn. And probably just more colour, more prints, hopefully more sewing with viscose, because I feel more confident now as a sewer to work with the more kind of slippery fabrics. And potentially a bag as well. So I've decided that I'm not going to do a make 9 this year. I don't want to kind of commit myself to things and feel like I've got another deadline to meet. But I've definitely got ideas of what I will make. So what were your highlights of 2019? Has anyone made anything fantastic that they loved? Have you got plans for 2020? Please leave in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe. And if you want to see my videos as soon as they become available, press the bell, which will notify you when I next publish. I'm hoping to commit to vlogging more regularly this year. I've got my nice camera now, which means I can get it out when I want and start vlogging. I know that Claire said that she really enjoyed my chatty vlog as well, and seeing a day in the life for my vlogmas as well. So I might see if I can kind of work some more of those kind of videos into my channel as well. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. And again, Happy New Year everyone. Okay, bye bye.